This is a great honor for every fan of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm honored to be in the NFL.
What can I say? Mamba out.
All right, everybody. It's your boy Jay McLovin in the house. And with me here on the afternoon show, we got Tony Gonzalez, our moderator. And then we got Big Glenn, our resident NASCAR, WWE, WNBA, and everything else correspondent. Big Glenn in the house. So it's a great day, everybody. It's a Friday. We're getting ready to go into the weekend. It's Halloween.
Yeah.
Woo! What a time to be alive. Without further ado, make sure you give us, if you like our content, make sure you give us the subscribe on Gonzo Sports Room, as well as ESEN, Elite Sports and Entertainment Network, YouTube. We certainly would appreciate those subscribes. Without further ado, Tony.
Yeah, let's get this going. Hopefully everybody's doing good today on this Halloween. Well, let's go right into some World Series, guys. Big game 6 tonight. The LA Dodgers down 3-2 to Toronto. Must win for the Dodgers just to stay in it. These next two games are in Toronto if it needs two games, which would be tonight and tomorrow night. Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. They are favored to win this game. Not big favorites, but they are favored, which don't surprise anybody. Gosman's going to be on the mound for Toronto. Springer is expected back to play tonight, from what they're saying, because he hasn't played the last few games. So that could be a little help to Toronto. I think the key for Toronto tonight, and we talked about it yesterday a little bit, they just got to try to stay even. I mean, if you can get to the 5th, 6th inning, 7th inning, and be even or ahead, even a run, and put the pressure on the Dodgers, and that pressure could get to them. But if they get off to a bad start and Yamamoto, if the Dodgers get a 2-0, 3-0 lead, and Yamamoto's just gonna go off on them. So. It should be an interesting game. I got to favor the Dodgers. I won't be shocked if Toronto won this game. It is at home, and a lot of pressure on the Dodgers. Hang on just one second. You got to talk about that. I gotta do something.
No worries. Hey, Glenn. So, interestingly enough, before we get into the game, there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about before we get into the World Series. Jays. The last game that the Jays played a day or so ago was the second most viewed game since 2018. Now,
that's crazy.
The crazy thing about this, Glenn, is a lot of people were saying that this World Series was going to be boring, that they didn't want Toronto in it, things like that. But yet we get the second biggest game since 18. So obviously this series must be something.
Yes. So here's why I think that's the case. I think what it is just a simple fact of David versus Goliath. People want to see Goliath go down in that way. So yeah, people will turn in, especially now that the new Toronto is keeping up with the Dodgers. Now that they're ahead, 3-2 with a chance to win the Summit tonight. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if tonight ends up being another record breaker in some way or another.
Oh, no, absolutely. And also we have on the show with us today is Gonzo. He's muted, so he maybe take care of something right now. So Gonzo is here. I'm so glad he's on the show today. And glad he's better. Yeah. Gonzo, how you doing, brother?
And a little bit better. How's it going, guys?
Doing good.
Doing pretty good.
Hear me?
We can hear you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tony. I apologize.
Oh, wait, he asked if we could hear him. I said, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear. You sound a lot better than what you did last night.
Yeah. I know you're not feeling great. You must have got that flu.
It's that
I think that's what it is.
You must have got. Gonzo, did you get the flu shot?
Nope.
He don't get it. I don't think he's ever had it. I've never had it.
I got the flu shot one. I got the flu shot one time years ago, and that was the sickest year I ever had. So I've never got a flu shot since then.
Yeah, I can't believe Chris on that one.
Hey, that's why I was asking if you had gotten the flu shot, because generally speaking, when I don't do flu shots either, because every time I get the flu shot, I don't care if it's the mist or the actual shot itself, but I always get the flu right afterwards. So I was just curious.
Yeah, I got the shot back in it was like 2000, 2001. I was working at this place and they wanted everybody to get it. They paid for it and all that stuff. Wasn't supposed to get sick. And that was the worst year I had. So I haven't ever got a flu shot since then.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick theory on that. I believe that when we put that stuff in our bodies, it jacks up our immune system. We're supposed to let our immune system fight some of this stuff, but I think we weaken it. I've always said that's why the Afghans, you very rarely see an Afghan get sick because their immune system is so good and they don't have all the antibiotics going through their body, and their immune system is so strong. Whereas in America, we immunize for everything. You get antibiotics for everything. And so our immune system is so damn weak that when it does come, we can't fight that crap. But anyway, that's just my little crazy feel.
Yeah, it affects everybody different because my wife has to get it every year because she works at the hospital, and she's never had any issues with it. So I guess it just depends on the individual. I guess maybe.
I was gonna say I gotta agree with you guys on that because I had psoriatic arthritis obviously, so I used to be prescribed Humira, which was like an injection that injects with your immune system in a way. And every time I would take that, I would get sick so freaking easily to the point where I just stopped taking it and started taking more natural supplements and shit. So
yeah, I'm telling you, got to stay away from some of that. Some of that stuff is good, some of it's not so good. I got my theories on it. Quick question, Gonzo and Tony. I think Gonzo, I think you might have been part of that. What do you think about that? Well, Tony, what we were talking about was, I know you weren't here. Game 4 of this series was the highest viewed Game 4 since 2018. And the point I was making is, a lot of people, me included, I thought this was going to be a super boring series. I didn't think it was going to be all that great. I thought people would get bored with it. But in actuality, they are glued into the TVs. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of people thought after the Dodgers won that extra inning game, I think a lot of people thought the Dodgers was going to take this series. I think a lot of people thought, man, that if anybody's going to fall down, it's going to be Toronto after that. And it's kind of been the opposite because Toronto's played great after that, and the Dodgers ain't been able to get back on track. Since that game, they've only had like 11 hits in the last 2 games combined. So the Dodgers offense went away, and it's not the pitching's fault. A lot of people want to blame the pitching and stuff, but it's the hitting for the Dodgers that's went away. I don't know why it went up for Game 4. I guess what the series would have been 2-1. I would have thought Game 5 would have been the big game to watch. Because that was going to tip it one way or another a little bit. But I know I've enjoyed the series so far. I hope again I'm Mr. Canadian right now. I'm a Toronto fan because I can't root for the Dodgers, but it's hard. But I'm a National League guy. But it's hard. But yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Toronto. And there's some stories there. They got like 3 guys on that team that I know Guerrero's one of them, and there's a couple other players whose dads played in Major League Baseball. So I think that's a cool story. I'm rooting for Toronto.
Yeah, I got say, Tony, man. Hey Jay, you remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan, right?
Well, I do. That's my dude.
Yeah, at the end of WCW, back when he's at the end of the WCW days, he turned his back on America and joined the Canadian side. That's Tony right now.
Yeah, I know. I used to be Hacksaw, but now he went to Canada. So now I say no Hacksaw.
Yeah,
I think the reason that the viewership went up like that in Game 4 is because, for one, like Dad said, a lot of people thought after the 18-inning game that Blue Jays were done the way they lost that game. But I also think the reason the viewership went up was because Shohei Ohtani was pitching in Game 4, and everybody's been swinging on his nuts that he's the best player that's ever played baseball, which is ridiculous. But I think that's one of the reasons the viewership went up. And the other reason is it was on a Tuesday night and there was nothing else on TV.
Yes,
that's a good point.
Not going against no college football, no NFL. I guess you can say NBA's on, but a lot of people don't even consider NBA until at least Christmas. So
yes,
I think it was a Tuesday night where there wasn't a lot of on TV, and the fact that Ohtani was pitching and everybody thought the Blue Jays was dead.
Thank
No,
you, right.
let me ask this question. I got one question about this because this is something I posed to another show, and they thought I didn't make sense about this. I just want to get all three of you's opinion on this, and then the comments as well. I said, Trey Savage is amazing. That game he pitched was stupidly good, right? Between the collective 4 big bats of LA, they went 1 for 15, and out of that 1 for 15, 8 of them were strikeouts. Now they said to me, well, Jay, it was because he's only been in the league for 4 months, not a lot of tape on him. And I understand that point that they're making. But what I don't get is, I'm sorry, if you got over $1 billion, tied up in 4 bats, well over $1 billion tied up in 4 bats, and you can only get 1 hit out of 15. To me, I don't know. I think it's a way I don't get it. I feel like they underperformed against this guy, and they say, "No, Jay, it's 1 hit is considered a win," blah blah. And I'm like, you're giving these guys excuses. I don't put excuses to it. 1 for 15. I don't care how. I know there's not that much tape on it, but how do you go 1 for 15 with the 4 biggest bats in baseball? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Chris, what do you think? Chris? Okay.
I'll go ahead and answer it.
Go ahead. Glenn, go ahead. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's an old thing like I shared in that group chat earlier. Otani knows all bets don't hit.
Yeah, guys, I think I don't look at it that they underperformed. I just looked at this is my viewpoint. I think the guy just outperformed them. The dude on that particular day, that dude was better than them. And so far in the playoffs, the whole playoffs, this dude's been really, really good. That's not the Dodgers. He's given everybody fits almost that he's pitched against. So, I don't care if he's pitched like 3 months, 10 years, whatever. He's just kicking their ass. So I think right now, he's just better than them. Now, if they face again this year, which he could get in an extra inning, in a game, maybe a game 7. I don't look for him to be in a game 6, but you could see him possibly pitching a game 7 if needed. Right now, he's just been better than everybody else. To me, you look at Snell was doing well, but he's fell off. Of course, you got Yamamoto, who's been fantastic, but the second best pitcher in the playoffs, other than Yamamoto, has to be Yesevich. It has to be.
But they said there's no tape on it. That was the excuse that they were using was there's no tape, so timing, things like that. But I don't think that's true because you got 4 months of tape.
Yeah,
how can I go back to 4 months of tape and look at it?
He's pitched three or 4 games in the playoffs. You got that tape, and that's right now. You've got what he's done in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So there's tape. That's me.
You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense.
Yeah, to me, it's excuses. I think he's just better than him right now.
And that's my point. I agree 100%. He is. I think he's just better. And the point I was making was I felt like that all this money that LA's put into it hasn't come to fruition. I guess not against this guy. So I guess this guy is the $1 billion killer.
Well, they don't say that about Yamamoto, did they? Yamamoto's been in the league for a little while. A year or 2, whatever, since he's been with the Dodgers. I think maybe second year. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think I'm right. His second year. And there's plenty of tape on him. He's just better than everybody. So why can't you say that about the other kid?
And that was my point. And I didn't make sense. But I'm thinking no, I think I am making sense. I just don't. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. Anyway, Trey Savage, I hope you come up on the market. I hope they can't afford you.
Let me ask you. Here's what I would say about it.
Yeah.
When he struck out 11 in his postseason debut against the Yankees in the American League Championship Series, was that because the Yankees didn't have no video of him? That's just excuses. But there is one thing I want to say. This dude didn't get called up to the major leagues till September 15th.
Okay.
So this dude hasn't even been in the Major League Baseball barely a month. And has made two great starts in the postseason.
I thought it was longer than that. It was only a month.
He got called up to the Blue Jays on September 15th, and he made a start on September 27th, and he started October 5th against the New York Yankees. Made his first postseason start. So he didn't get called up to the major leagues till September 15th, so just a little over a month ago.
For some reason, I thought I heard a report was 4 months, but that's crazy.
That's wild, but the way the baseball is nowadays,
on September 15th, 2025, Savage was selected to the 40-man roster and promoted to the major leagues for the first time. He made his major league debut against the Tampa Bay Rays on the same day. So he made his major league debut on September 15th, 2025.
That's incredible. I mean, can you imagine? You've only been in the league for like Gonzo said, a month, and you're already in the postseason. And not only you're in the postseason, but you're crushing it in the post because he's 3-1. His record's 3-1 in postseason.
And here's why I think he's having the success he's having. Okay. It don't have nothing to do with the video. If you watch him, he has the most over the top release out of any major league pitcher. So that ball is coming at a totally different angle and trajectory than what a lot of these major league baseball players are used to. Because a lot of pitchers are like 3/4 over the top. Like if you watch him, for him to throw like a high fastball, he almost has to lean back some because he's so much over the top that his pitch almost go straight down. So if next time you watch him pitch, watch how over the top his release is. It's the most over the top, straight over the top release in Major League Baseball.
It's hard to grab it. Hold on. That's what you're saying.
It's coming straight down.
So let me ask you this. So basically, because what you said makes a lot of damn sense. That makes more sense what they were telling me earlier, or what we were talking about earlier. So that makes a lot more sense. So let me ask you this. Do you think next year, once he has a full season, do you think he'll have the same success, or do you think that there might be some tapering down?
I think he'll have this. I think he could have the same success because he's going to get used to these hitters as well.
Right.
And like, man, with that release, Dad knows because he was around a lot of little league baseball, and like you see a pitcher straight over the top, or if he goes a little sidearm, the way the ball comes out is so much different. And when I was watching him the other night, like I'm telling you, Jay, when he was trying to throw a high fastball, he almost has to lean back, arch his back to be able to throw that ball high because he's so much over the top that the ball wants to go down.
That's fucking nuts. Let me ask you this: let me ask you guys this: when you're throwing the ball and you're coming at a side angle versus an over the top angle, the guys that are doing the side angle, I wonder if that increases their likelihood of Tommy John. Because to me, that seems like it would put more strain on that ligament, on that elbow ligament, doing it like that.
I would think so, because with your arm throwing in that motion at that speed.
I think it just depends.
I don't know about the side because I know girls softball, they're throwing, fast pitch, they're throwing over and under the way they throw, and they hardly ever have any Tommy John. I mean, there's been girls who have pitched 5 games in a row and not missing any. So I don't know about the angles. I don't know, but I did have a question, guys. Right now, he's got. I'm pretty sure Yesevich won game 1. And then he won game what was it 4?
Yeah.
Game 4. Let's say Toronto wins it tonight. Do you think he could be the MVP?
Very potentially.
All right. I think it would be a toss-up between him. You could probably make a good case for Guerrero because Guerrero's been hitting the ball really well.
Yep.
But with the way he's been pitching and the fact that because you got to remember, game 4 was that was a monumental game. You don't win game 4 and you're done. So the fact that not only did he win game 4, but the way in which he did it and the way in which he pitched it, you almost got to think that, I would vote him for MVP because that was a huge performance. You don't win that game or whatever, you're done.
What do you think, Chris? You think he could be up for MVP if they win it?
Yeah, I think he has a shot. I think a lot of it will just depend on that. Depend on how these tonight's game goes. Like if tonight, say Blue Jays are down 1 going in the 8th inning and Guerrero Jr. hits a 3-run bomb for him to win the game.
Yeah.
I think it would tip it toward him probably. But just depending on what happens either tonight or the next game, and the Blue Jays end up winning. But I think he has a shot.
Let's real quick before we move on. What do you think the Dodgers' chances are? I mean, they spent a ton of money. They've got a bunch of great bats in the lineup. They've got Yamamoto going tonight. I would assume Glasgow would start Game 7 if they made it to that. What percentage chance you guys give them? I know they're down 2-1, but with Yamamoto on the line, I'm still going to say it's 50-50. Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, if it was any other pitcher other than Yamamoto, I would say they should be able to wrap it up tonight. But with the fact that Yamamoto's pitching, and this is a guy that's done 2 complete games, that's going to be a hellified defensive effort coming from them. So their offense, and this is where I think if Vlad's going to, if a hitter's going to get the MVP, if you're doing it against Yamamoto and getting the Game 7 win, then that almost would seem like you could catapult what Savage did and put them in contention. So, yeah, I mean, MVPs are based off of games like this. So I think, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think Toronto gets the win tonight. I think it's going to go 7, and I think it's going to get decided Game 7 just because of how good Yamamoto is. It's crazy.
Chris, what do you think? What are the Dodgers' chances of coming back? And if you're going to put a percentage on it, what would be your percentage the Dodgers come back and win this?
First of all, thanks, Joe. I think I'll be honest with you. I think the Blue Jays win tonight. I told you, and you know this. I told you as soon as the Dodgers lost that next day after they won that 18-inning game, I told Dad the series was over. The Blue Jays was going to win it. To me, the Dodgers let the Blue Jays off the hook. The Blue Jays had used all that pitching that night. Both teams did. Don't get me wrong, but who did we always say has the best starting pitchers in baseball right now? Best starting rotation, the Dodgers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When you went through all that pitching, that should have been advantage Dodgers. Instead, it's turned out to be advantage Blue Jays because the Blue Jays was able to. The Dodgers had to stump their throat that next night. And I think the Dodgers not being able to do that. I think the Blue Jays finished it off tonight with Gosman on the mound. I really do. Okay.
What about you, Big Glenn?
I almost have to agree with Gonz on this one. It's going to be a repeat of Wednesday. The Blue Jays are going to come out. They're going to smack them in the mouth again.
I think it's going to Game 7 because I think it's fixed. Major League Baseball is going to fix it. They want a Game 7. That's what I think. Okay, guys, let's move on to some NFL.
Real quick. Go ahead. I did lose some respect for Blake Snell.
Really?
You're supposed to be one of the best pitchers, supposed to be all this, and you want to come out after the game and say, "Oh, they didn't get to me." I would just call that luck. No, you threw the ball right down the middle, and the ball guy hit 500 fucking feet. It ain't luck.
Yeah,
like, dude, you got beat. Own up to it. Don't go out there and try to play it off like, oh, they didn't get to me. That was just luck. I'm the best. No, to me, that made me look at Blake Snell a whole lot different as a pitcher.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't hear that. That's crazy. Okay, guys, let's move on to some NFL. Couple things before we get to wait. I think Jay had something for college real quick. Yeah, Jay, you had something about college football real quick you want to touch on.
Yeah, just super quick. So, Glenn, you weren't here for this, but I thought you'd better get a kick out of it, Gonzo. So I was telling Tony the other day when the governor of Louisiana came out and told LSU that their athletic director wasn't going to be selecting the next coach. I thought that was crazy in my mind. And then I told Tony, I said, watch, I guarantee you he's that athletic director is probably a day or two. Scott Woodard, I think was his name. He's a day or two away from being let go from LSU. And sure enough, come today, yep, been replaced. Now the interim athletic director is taking it. I forget his name. And he's going to be selected the next coach. So there's a lot of disarray going on right now in LSU. But I don't know if y'all saw that, but how crazy is that? That the governor is telling you that your guy's not going to do it.
Well, I think a lot of people don't understand is LSU being a state university, the governor appoints a board that then hires the athletic director, the president, and all them. So they had done that. So when the governor said that, it really wasn't that crazy. But you also have to look the athletic director at LSU is responsible for the 2 largest buyouts to coaches in college football. You have the Texas A&M one that he was responsible for a few years ago, and now this $53 million one with LSU. So I get where the governor's coming from, because guess who has to pay that $53 million to that coach? The taxpayers.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not LSU that has to pay that. The way that contract is written, the taxpayers of Louisiana are going to have to pay that $53 million buyout. So all these people thought that governor was like all out of line. I don't think he was as crazy as a lot of people made it. I wouldn't let the athletic director choose another coach either. He hired one coach at a different school. They got like a $7 million buyout. Now a $53 million buyout. You're paying a guy $53 million to leave, and the school don't even have to do it. The school don't have to fit the bill. It's the taxpayers. So I didn't think it was that crazy.
No.
And dude, that governor's hilarious. He was on McAfee the next day. That dude, he is hilarious. The accent and everything, he's hilarious. But what he was saying, a lot of it made sense. But then some of the stuff he was like, what he wants to try to do isn't ever going to work. Like, you ain't going to get somebody to come coach there on an incentive-based deal.
No,
that's crazy. But I wouldn't. I mean, would you want that athletic director to hire another coach? And you know the guy's responsible for the two biggest payouts to guys that have gotten fired. That makes no sense.
No, absolutely not. And see, Gonzo, I don't know if it was the fake news article, but I seen somewhere they was trying to talk to Marcus Freeman and shit, So
that's been a rumor. Freeman's been a rumor. There's been another rumor I've been hearing is Saban. That they're really going to go hard to try to bring Saban back there. So that's been one of the rumors I hear too. But we'll see.
I think Saban
goes back. There's only one way Saban goes back there, and that'd be his wife.
Yep.
People don't. I don't think people realize how much his wife runs things.
Yes.
And he'll tell him. Talk to Miss Terry.
He said on ESEN last week.
I know he
coached at LSU. A lot of people forget he was an LSU coach before he left LSU and went to the NFL to coach at the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
And when that didn't work, he ended up going back to college in Alabama and everything. But he was, if I remember right, he won a national championship with LSU, didn't he?
Yep. Before West Miles. Yep. He's having too much fun on McAfee right now, though. In college game day. So I have a hard time seeing him taking it.
They got a big enough paycheck. Miss Terry said right on. I was watching it on ESPN on Saturday game day. I think it was last week or the week before. They asked Saban about it, and he said, "Talk to Miss Terry." And Miss Terry said, "It depends on what kind of check they write."
Yep.
That's a quote.
Yes. I can't believe we're at them two at the end of the day. So.
Yep. Okay, guys, let's right into that. The Miami Dolphins fired their GM this morning. I'm surprised they didn't fire their head coach too. They say he's going to probably last out the season, but he's going to be lame duck. He's going to be gone. I don't see any way that he stays the head coach. Glenn, your thoughts on that?
They have backwards, but Black Monday, second week of January. Mike McDaniel is going to be on that chopping block, so that's pretty much my thoughts on that.
What about you, Chris?
I think they made the right decision firing the GM first. After I was looking at some stuff, since like 2016 or whatever, all his draft class, there's only 6 people that he drafted that are starters on the Dolphins team.
That's crazy.
Think about that. All the draft classes he's had since he's been the GM, there's only 6 starters on. He's only drafted 6 starters on that team.
2016, you said?
I'm pretty sure it was 2016.
Jesus.
So that's not a good track record.
No.
I think Daniels ended up being gone probably at the beginning after the season. I do, but I also could see a situation where Tua is gone and McDaniels is still there.
Really?
I can see that. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but I can see that too, Gonzo.
Because I don't think McDaniels ever was sold 100% on Tua. I think it was more the GM, and I could see that owner and a new GM giving McDaniels a shot with a different quarterback. I could see them drafting a quarterback. If you do fire McDaniels, you keep Tua for next year, and you have your young quarterback sit or whatever you want to do. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if McDaniels ends up staying and they go a different direction at quarterback and with the roster.
I just think he's lost the team. So
now, don't get me wrong. Personally, I'd get rid of McDaniels.
Yeah, I think he's lost the team. So I think they both have to go. That's just my opinion. I think both of them have to go to and start over. That's kind of my opinion. I don't know if Jay's back yet or not. I don't think so.
I think all three. I'd get rid of Tua too. I'd start with a new quarterback.
I think you might be right.
Tua can't complete no passes over 5 yards. He won't throw the ball down the field.
Hope you're right. Another news in football before we get to the games and make some picks. Travis Hunter went on injured reserve, be out at least 4 games with a knee injury, a non-contact knee injury that happened in practice. Chris, your thoughts on Travis Hunter?
I hope he can come back in 4 weeks. A non-contact injury is usually the worst kind of injury.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets healthy and he can get back in 4 weeks or so. But yeah, that's scary when I heard it was non-contact.
Yeah, there's not a lot of information that's come out other than they put him on injured reserve, and that means 4 games for sure. And so not a lot of information that they're giving right now. Big Glenn, your thoughts on the Travis Hunter thing?
Yeah, he might actually be done for a season with the terminology that they use for with it being non-contact. So,
okay, well that's possible. Let's move. I said picks, but we still got Thursday night football. So let's do Thursday night football. Baltimore Ravens defeated the Miami Dolphins 28-6. Lamar Jackson first game back, 18 of 23 for 204 yards and 4 touchdowns. And he threw to 8 different receivers, caught the ball, so looked very good. Of course, you're playing the Miami Dolphins. Tua went 25 for 40 for 261 yards, 0 touchdowns, an interception. Miami had 3 turnovers total. So Miami did not look good at all. Baltimore looked pretty good. They ran the football pretty well. Again, they're playing the Miami Dolphins. But Chris, is your thoughts on Lamar Jackson and the game he had, and what's your outlook for Baltimore the rest of the season, possible?
Well, I think people need to slow down about. I don't know whoever came up with this thing is Lamar Jackson MVP up here on the top of our show, our thumbnail or our thing that says Thursday night football recap and then Lamar Jackson for MVP question. You need to slow that shit the fuck down.
MVP.
And then my other thing is, all these people today, they're all about the Ravens are going to go to play. Slow that down too. They didn't outplay the Dolphins by that much. They didn't even dominate that game. Baltimore Ravens total yards 338.
I would say it's probably the
338 total yards is what the Ravens had. Miami Dolphins total yards 332.
Yep.
Dolphins ran more plays. What killed the Dolphins is they couldn't quit making mistakes. They turned every time they were getting ready to score, they'd turn the ball over, or they'd miss a field goal, or they'd get a penalty that'd push them back. Like that, they're going to go for it. I think on the 4th and 1, they got a penalty. They had to go for a field goal, and then they missed it instead of going for the first down. Self-inflicted mistakes and the turnovers is what cost the Dolphins that game last night. It wasn't that the Ravens just played so great. To me, it was more of the Dolphins collapsing, the 3 turnovers, and then, like I said, just stupid little mistakes and bad timing. The Ravens really didn't outplay the Dolphins by that much. If I don't know if you guys watched the game last night, but I watched it. Plus, if you look at the stats, like I said, the Ravens had 338 total yards. Dolphins had 332 total yards. 6 less yards.
The turnovers was what it was.
The Dolphins ran 62 plays. Baltimore ran 56. So I mean, it came down to inopportune time penalties and then those turnovers, or that would have been a lot different game. I'm not saying the Dolphins win it, but it'd been a lot closer game.
Yeah.
So yeah, this talk about the Ravens are back. They're definitely. Dude, I heard a topic today. Can the Ravens compete for the AFC against the Chiefs and the Bills? For one, it shouldn't be can the Ravens compete for the AFC against the Chiefs and the Bills. You should have the fucking Indianapolis Colts in there.
Yeah.
But for two, that's like the third game they've won all fucking year. Calm the fuck down. Yeah. Lamar Jackson's out for a little bit. But guess what? What was their record when Lamar left? When Lamar got hurt, how many games did they won before Lamar got hurt? One
Gonzo.
game.
I got a question for you, Gonzo. Let me guess. That was some Stephen A. Smith shit, wasn't it?
He was one. That was one of them, but not,
Yeah, I figured.
Well, no, let's keep it in perspective. Hold on, but let's keep it in perspective. Let's keep it in perspective.
What overreacting way too much to my stuff.
Oh, that's my figure. I figure it was him and that little group.
See, you guys are missing it. You guys are missing it. There's a reason why the Dolphins lost. You know why the Dolphins lost? Because Tua can't see over the lineman. And he can't throw into the blind. What do you want him to do? He's only this tall.
He's blind, all right, from all those concussions he'd be taking.
I'll never forget that press conference. I swear to God, I'll never forget that press conference. When he told me he was too small. But I agree with you guys. It is early to be hyped up on the Lamar and Ravens trip. But you got to admit, though, it really is easy for them. Because if you look at their schedule, Gonzo and Glenn and Tony, they don't have the hardest damn schedule. The pathway is there for them to win the damn division, to be honest with you. Now, I don't think they're the best things to slice bread, but I do think they are good enough to win the division, given the schedule that you see in front of them. It's not hard.
Yeah, I think
they can win their division, but just talk about them being the best team in the AFC.
No.
Is it them or the Bills or the Chiefs?
I'm gonna tell you why. You know why it's cool? No, seriously. You know why it's cool? And because if Tony says it, he's gonna sound like a homer. If y'all say it, it sounds like a homer. So because I'm not from the state of Indiana, I'm gonna say because I know I'm not an Indiana fan. But I will tell you this: you can't tell me that the Colts aren't a more balanced team than what the damn Ravens are. Their defense is ass. Straight up.
This is what kills me. Everybody wants to talk about the Colts haven't played nobody. I've done some research.
No, you did. You played the Chargers. You beat the Broncos. You played people.
How many teams with a record of over 500 do you think the Buffalo Bills have beat this year?
Probably no more than 2.
I can tell you who they lost to. Where's Frankie at?
No,
I'm gonna say nothing.
How many teams have they won? What'd you say, Dad?
I'm gonna say 0.
Yeah.
They have 0 wins against teams with a 500 or better record.
Damn.
They only have 1 win against a team that had a 500 record.
Well, it makes sense because Josh Allen. Yeah, I was gonna say Josh Allen has done shit for me fantasy. So.
How many wins did the Kansas City Chiefs have against the teams with a 500 or better record?
Here's my thing.
Let me finish.
Oh, I thought you were. There was a tactical pause. I apologize.
How many teams did the Chiefs have? How many teams did the Chiefs beat with a record better than 500?
Probably 0.
Anybody know?
1. I'll say 1.
You're talking about the Chiefs?
Yes, the Chiefs have won 1 game this year against a team with a record of 500, better than 500. They have played 4 teams, or no, excuse me, 5. They're 1-4 against teams 500 or better. The Chiefs are. Indianapolis Colts. How many teams have the Indianapolis Colts beat with a 500 or better record?
Yeah,
at least 4.
2.
Is it 4? I thought it was
2.
Guess how many teams the Colts have played with a 500 or better record?
2.
4.
We're 2-1. We're 2-1 against team 500 and better record. The only team that beat us was the Rams in a game we could have won.
I forgot about the Rams.
Guess what?
Yeah.
The Colts haven't played nobody, and the Chiefs and Bills are the best in the AFC and have played all these great teams.
You can almost take the Pacers out of the sentence. You can almost take the Pacers out of the sentence and put the Colts in there because it's the same thing. I feel like, and I agree with you. Believe me, I was the one too, Gons. I was right there with you. I wasn't giving you no respect either. I gave y'all 0 respect, honestly. But on my defense, though, I didn't know how Danny Dimes was going to play, and so. But regardless. If you look at the Bills, if you look at the Ravens, if you look at the Chiefs, if you look at those 3 teams, what is the common denominator? The common damn denominator is the defense. But all 3 of their defenses are horrible. That's what I say.
Chiefs have a good defense.
I don't know. I mean, Chris Jones, I'll give you that. I'm not a big fan of the Chiefs defense. I'm not. But that's besides the point. We can hash out another day. My point is this. Those three teams, though, aren't as balanced right now as what the Colts are. You guys had a great defense. You got a good defense. You got a good coordinator or a good head coach. You got a great, offense over there. You guys, you're hitting on all cylinders. And I don't think the Bills, I don't think the Chiefs and the Ravens are hitting on all cylinders. And for various reasons. Some of them are injuries and things like that, right? But it's like they say, Gonzo, if you want the respect, you got to win the big game. That's just the way it is. I hate to say that. And I hate that too, but that's the way people view it. If you haven't won the big game, you're not out there all the time, because the Colts haven't been out there for a long time since against Andrew Luck.
When have the Bills won the big game? When have the Bills won a big game?
That's a good point. Bill, I was just going to say that. The Bills really have. Kansas City, yeah, no doubt about it. Baltimore really hasn't won the big game.
When has Baltimore won a big game?
Baltimore.
But I think Josh Allen and James Cook and stuff has kept them relevant. Not that James Taylor doesn't keep you guys relevant, but you didn't have a quarterback coming in this season, so that kind of puts you on the irrelevant. I mean, you haven't had a good quarterback. Let's be honest, you haven't had a good quarterback since Andrew Luck left. I mean, you've had some fill-in guys, so I think that's where the relevancy kind of slacked a little bit. But now you've got a good quarterback, Daniel Jones. He's not elite, but he's good. He's good enough, to get you guys where you need to go, and that's the Super Bowl.
Yep.
You know who Daniel Jones reminds me of, especially with this stint right now with the Colts? Carson Palmer. When he was with Cincinnati before he jacked his leg up. And that run that he had with Arizona, that's exactly who he reminds me of right now.
The best thing I think the Colts really have going for them, really, and I'm saying that because I had the worst owner in all of football. I freaking can't stand Jerry Jones. I mean, he got us some Super Bowls, but that wasn't because of Jerry. That was because of Jimmy Johnson. That was just some lightning that just struck him. Trust me, if you take Jimmy Johnson out of the equation, you really don't have a whole lot with the Cowboys and Jerry Jones. You just don't. But I'll tell you, this one's what the Ursi daughters. Look, this is a good ownership group, you guys.
Yeah,
they're down there. They are involved with the team. They are taking notes. They're talking to the players. They're talking to the coaches. You have a great foundation to build this Colts organization into something big. You really can. You have when you have a good ownership group, you can fix the other stuff. And that's what you guys got to be happy about. You have a good ownership group there in Indy.
Yeah, Jay, I would take the Ursi dollars right now over Jerry Jones every day, because I see how they're running the business in that way, and they're doing a freaking great job doing it.
And that's the other thing. People got to get over, why is she on the sideline? She's been on the sideline for 5-6 years. You're just now noticing it. It ain't like she's just now on the sideline because she's the owner since he passed away. She's been on the sideline for the last 5 years doing the same exact thing as she's doing now. Like the same exact thing. Taking notes, listening, because she wanted to learn. So when she did take over, she knew what was going on. And
she's smart.
Make a big deal about it now, but she's been doing it for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And another thing I think the Colts have going, another thing I really do believe the Colts have going for them right now this year is the spirit of Jim Irsay.
Yep. And Jimmy trusts it in that way.
I think the spirit of Jim Irsay is a big thing right now in that Colts locker room. I really do. In that Colts building, I really do.
Hey, if you want, I can do a seance and read and bring them back for a little bit. I've been practicing with my Ouija doll, so
don't be breaking out that. Don't be breaking that fucking voodoo doll.
Last time you wrote that doll out, we got in trouble.
He had it out the other day. I'm surprised we're still on the air. Frankie.
Frankie, let's go, man.
Your thoughts on all this mess?
I don't even know what the hell y'all talking about.
Well, it started because the thumbnail up there was talking about Lamar Jackson for MVP. I don't know who's smoking crack, but somebody's smoking crack making thumbnails. That's how this kind of started. I mean, don't get me wrong. Lamar looked good, and Baltimore got a win. But people on TV are talking about Baltimore going to the Super Bowl and all this bullshit. I mean, do they have talent? Yes, but they got a lot to fix. It just wasn't the quarterback position. Their defense had been horrible, and like
Joe sounds like Cam Newton.
Hey,
Cam Newton was saying on a video I watched the other night.
What did he say?
that Carly Gordon or say Gordon was hot.
Hart,
Wow.
Spot, and Rich.
You know, Joe, you ain't lying.
Hey,
Oh,
she's hey, what do you call that? You call that the triple threat, right? Hot,
Yeah.
smart, and rich.
Yeah, definitely got
And
money.
we ain't talking about the triple threat match in that way. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Frankie.
I thought that you can tell though that Miami is in a disarray. And what I don't understand about what Miami's doing in terms of their ownership group. So you let go of the GM, which trust me, he need to be let go. But you don't get rid of McDonald too. I would have, you know what? I would have clean slated that thing. I would have put up an interim manager in there.
His name is
Right out the rest of
McDaniels.
the
It's
season.
McDaniels, not McDonald's, you fatty. It's McDaniels. You over there?
Yeah.
You over there? Think about a Big Mac on Halloween.
I would get rid of McDonald's and get Taco Bell instead.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I could use a good McDonald's sandwich right about now. I'm hungry. Millions at work. So,
Oh, Lord.
We
Oh, he
could tell
called
you're
Jonathan
thinking
Taylor
about it.
James Taylor a minute ago.
Yeah, he did. James Taylor. I didn't know James Taylor was a running back, but okay.
hey, listen, man, leave me alone. I got sleep apnea. I only get 80% oxygen at night. I'm just running on fumes. Leave me alone, damn it. No, but no, seriously, why not put the interim manager or assistant manager, whatever, let him coach the team and just ride it out because you're not coming back. Ride this bad boy out and then clean house over the offseason, interview for a new manager, interview for a new GM, and then reset this damn organization. I mean, I have never seen an organization outside of the Bengals, Jets that need a complete overhaul. And the Miami Dolphins are a team that they need to be reset and starting in.
They need to be reset just as much as they've been resetting that freaking stadium for the past 20 years. I mean, shit.
Well, Chris brought up a good point, Jay, while you was away, and I wasn't aware of this either, that the Miami Dolphins only have like 6 players on that roster. Chris, go ahead and you say it because I may get it wrong.
That GM, I think he's been GM since I think it was 2016.
Yep.
There's only 6 starters on that roster that he drafted. Of all the players he drafted as a GM, there's only 6 starters. Only 6 of them have been starters for the Dolphins.
That's not good.
Yeah.
So their drafting has been terrible.
That tells you a
That's
lot.
not good. And they definitely have been hurting free agency too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie, you got any thoughts on this before we move on to the NFL games?
No, I laugh at the Dolphins.
Yeah. Okay,
Hey,
guys.
don't tell your wife that. Your wife's loves the
I was
Dolphins.
telling that to my wife's face last night. I said the Dolphins suck. Couldn't catch. You got Washington fumbling twice, not knowing how to catch a punt return. I mean, Tua throwing the ball just in the air. Oh, it's over towards H-N. No, the hell it's not. It's in the back of the end zone. H-N didn't even know where the hell the ball was. This team is just like they're all confused. And then you got Mike McDaniels. Mike McDaniels, not Mike McDonald. Mike McDaniels. You got Mike McDaniels on the sideline looking confused and angry. I don't know if he's hurt, angry, confused, upset, disappointed. Like he's all of those things right now. And the only thing that the Dolphins can do is just they're kind of like the Cowboys, Jay, right? Why didn't you guys fire Mike McCarthy midway through the season? Because teams don't like to do that. Just ride it out with the coach you got and then, start fresh at the end of the year. Most teams don't like to fire a coach in the middle of the season. So I think that's why they're sticking with Mike McDaniels for the rest of the year. But I think he will be let go at the end of the season. Other than that, I don't care. You want to know why? Because my boys are back on top. Ba-boom!
Hey, real
All right,
quick.
guys.
Oh,
Go ahead.
go ahead. You're good.
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, nothing elaborate. Just tell me the name of the team that you choose. Who has the worst record, or who's the worst team? Jets, Miami. Which one? I'm going Miami.
Jets.
You going Jets?
Yeah, because Miami beat the Jets.
They both fucking suck.
I'm going to go with
You have no say in this.
I'm saying Jets.
Jets.
You got this guy over here talking about Cowboys and Jerry Jones, and then he's over here celebrating and talking about Daniel Jones with Gonzo and Tony. You don't got no say in this.
Oh, shit. All right, guys, let's go to our NFL games. First game I got up is San Francisco at the New York Giants. I think I think losing Scatterboo is going to hurt them a little bit. So I'm going to go with 49ers suck last week. But I think even though they're on the road, they're going to come back this week. And I'm going to go with San Francisco by field goal. Frankie.
I'm going San Francisco all the way. Now that Jackson Dart he got no Malik, he's got no Cam. Only person he's got is Wandell, and he's really not doing much. I see Mac Jones. I don't think Mac Jones is starting this week. I think Brock Purdy's back, if I'm not 100% sure. So I think the 49ers are going to walk away with this one.
Okay, Chris?
I agree with Frankie. I think the 49ers, Brock Purdy's back. 49ers are starting to get a little bit healthier. And I think the Giants just have too many injuries on offense. I like this Giants team. I think they're moving in the right direction. I think they're going to be a pretty good team. But losing Scatterboo after you already lost Neighbors for the season, I just think that's too many blows on the offensive side of the ball when you have a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. Jay?
Yeah, I'm just going to echo the same thing that the panel's been saying. I think the injuries, especially Scatterbo, that was the biggest loss for them because that really is their emotional spark plug. He's the one that keeps them energized and keeps them going. So because he's down and all the other injuries, and I'm obviously Purdy's back, so he's going to want to make a splash. I agree with the panel. I think 49ers is going to take that one. I think Texas
49ers are 2.5.
Niners are
49ers are 2.5-point favorites.
Wow. Okay. Well, they'll definitely cover that.
Big Lynn, your thought?
49ers.
Okay. Next game up, guys, is the Chargers at Tennessee. I got the Chargers all the way. Tennessee's in disarray. That whole damn franchise. So I got the Chargers. What about you, Jay?
Man, hey, Tennessee about as bad off as all the other teams we've been talking about that are bad off. So yeah, I'm definitely rolling with the Chargers on this one. When is Omari in Hampton? Is he due back anytime soon? Have y'all been checking on his condition?
I'm not sure.
None of us are Chargers fans. None of us care. You pick the Chargers, move it on. Tony, next.
Okay. Big Lynn?
We're not trying to help Jay with his goddamn fantasy, all right? Keep him on the
Chargers.
Okay. Chris?
Yeah, the Chargers. I think the Titans are probably the worst team in the NFL.
I agree with you. Next up, Minnesota at Detroit. I got Detroit all the way up. Who's going to quarterback Minnesota? Is McCarthy coming back? Because I know the other guys. He's got
JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy.
Okay. I'm going with Detroit all the way on this one. Big Glenn.
Detroit.
Okay. Let's go, Frankie.
I'm going Detroit. There's no way I'm going with fucking the other team. Hell no, Detroit.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. Detroit's an amazing team, so I'm definitely rolling Detroit.
And Chris.
Yeah, I'm going with Detroit too. They're 8.5-point favorites, so I don't know if I'd lay that many points. But yeah, I do think Detroit wins the game.
Okay. Next game up, guys. Atlanta at New England. Frankie, what's your thoughts on your team here this week?
Oh, we getting the dub, baby. We getting the dub. Let's go, New England. We back. Let's go get this dub. What I like about this is Michael Penix versus Drake May. All right, we didn't get to see this last year in their rookie year, so now we get to see it this year. I'm really excited. We're gonna smoke these dudes. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know about they could smoke them, but Atlanta, you never know what team's going to show up with Atlanta.
Shut up, Tony. We're gonna smoke them.
But hold on a minute. I'm picking New England to win. I just said I didn't know if you were going to smoke them. I am picking New England to win.
Tony, we're gonna smoke them. Say it. We're
Okay.
gonna smoke them.
Okay. You're going to smoke them. Okay.
There you go.
All right, Chris. Your pick, Chris.
Oh yeah, I think what game we on?
Atlanta.
New
Are you kidding?
Jay,
Oh yeah, Patriots. No, I knew what we're talking about. I was just messing with Frankie. Patriots are going to win.
Okay.
You gonna treat me like Jay right now?
Big Glenn.
I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Oh shit.
I feel like we're gonna get the other side of the Falcons in that way this week.
Yeah, I bet you got Atlanta in Super Bowl 51 too, right?
Nah,
Jay.
I had New England in that game, by the way.
Jay, Atlanta, New England.
Let me see here. Let me consult my committee. Pinky.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey,
Pinky.
Jay. Hey, Jay, the earliest Amari and Hampton can return would be week 10.
Okay. Appreciate the update. Oh, yeah. Wow. So that's next week. Okay. Pinky, who do you say? Was it Pinky? Yeah, Pinky says he expects New England to win because they get a Charmin schedule. So there's no reason why he said that they've been gifted first place. So let's just roll with that. So I'm gonna go charge New England.
Gifted.
That's crazy.
They're
Crazy.
gifted.
I mean, didn't you guys lose to some shitty teams like Carolina? Oh, that's just me. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Jay.
All right, guys. Next game up is Indianapolis at Pittsburgh. Chris, we'll go to you first. Maybe
They have the Colts as 3-point favorites on the road since this game is in Pittsburgh. But I love Indianapolis in this game. Pittsburgh's defense is trash, so we should be able to score a lot of points, and hopefully our defense plays pretty good. But yeah, I like it. I like Brandon's saying right here. I like it Indy by at least 2 scores.
okay. I don't know about that, but I am going to go with Indy. I'm still a little bit worried about our defense. We got to play better. Yeah, I've got Indy in this one. Frankie?
I'm going to go Indianapolis, but I'm just going to say don't overlook a upset Aaron Rodgers. He just lost back-to-back games. I expect him to be upset. And Pittsburgh did just make a trade. I'm not trying to say it's a big trade for them on the defensive part, but they did trade with us in getting Kyle Duggar as a safety. So, I mean, he's a really decent safety. He's really good. I'm just saying that out there for you Colt fans in case you guys be shocked at the end of the score or whatever like that. Just don't be, shocked. But I'm going Indy.
I don't care if we win by 1 point as long as we get the W.
Yeah. Big Glenn?
I wouldn't be shocked if Steelers won, but I'm taking Colts, even though that we haven't won in Pittsburgh since 2008. I mean, our luck there has been shit over the history of this.
Glenn, what's up with this we and us and shit? Are you a Cowboys or a Colts?
I'm both.
That's no such thing.
I know that doesn't make sense to you, but I get.
Glenn, what are your pronouns? Glenn, what are your pronouns, real quick? I just want to be correct.
I'm big. That's all that matters.
Big Glenn.
Yeah, big Glenn.
Jay, your thoughts on the Indy game?
Hey, the Navy Gonzo, who is that? Is he related to the Navy guy in the Village People?
No, Navy Gonzo is my cousin Brandon.
Oh, okay.
My nephew.
Gonzo's in the world. I never know. Steelers and
I like the Muppets.
He still like the Muppets. Hey, what was the dude that played the drums?
Animal.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that one. Okay, yeah, no, Colts, Steelers. I'm still not a big fan of the Steelers at all with this regime. So I mean, I love Metcalf, but no, I'm rolling with the Colts. I told you earlier before, I feel like they're the best team right now with the balanced attack, offensively and defensively. So I think is this in Dallas? Is this in Pitt or is it in Indy?
Pittsburgh.
So they're going on the road. I'm still rolling with Indianapolis though on that one.
Next game up, guys, Denver at Houston. Jay, we'll go to you first on your second favorite team, Houston. What do you think about this one?
Wait a minute. Listen, you can't lap me in like that.
Second favorite team. It's really his favorite team.
This isn't April Fool's. It's Halloween, guys. Y'all got the wrong damn holiday. Gee, what the hell are we doing?
I know we're trying to get you to take your mask off and admit that you're a Texas fan, really.
What's that, Pinky? Tell Gonzo he's going to have more than the flu to deal with after tonight. When we start putting it in the picture. Okay, I got you. Gonzo, you might want to be careful, man. Pinky's out for you, so we'll see what happens. No. Okay, so Houston is playing who again?
Denver.
Okay, so you got Denver, who's some Bo Nix and company. Houston doesn't have a run game. All they got is Nick Chubb and a goal line. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with Denver on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris?
Is that you just call me Tony?
I said Chris, but you may not have heard me. Chris?
Let Glenn go. I got a mouthful.
I bet you do.
Okay.
A mouthful of what?
Putting your business out there.
A mouthful
Wow.
of what, Chris?
Oh, shit.
Come out like a
All right.
mouthful.
Okay. Oh, okay,
Yep.
Big Glenn, you go. I want to go past that. Big
Wow.
Glenn, go.
Yeah, he opened the door in that one.
Logan, time just before the 1 hour mark. Please mark that. That's a clip for sure.
Yeah,
3,000
he opened the door on that one, but that's beside the
There
fact.
you
Anyways, I'm taking freaking Houston.
Okay, you taking Houston? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Houston.
Okay, Frankie.
The one show where Chris don't show his face and he just comes out like, I got a mouthful. I ain't good, Chris. I ain't good, brother.
Now we know why he ain't on camera.
You don't say shit like that on
I
Halloween.
just want to say, I don't think it was Brandon that was related. I think it was Gonzo that was related to the Navy guy and the Village people. I'm just.
Oh man, listen, I got Denver, man. Denver's so like they're red hot. Bo Nix is playing incredible. I don't think Houston's gonna have enough weapons to defeat Denver. Let's not forget Nico Collins is still probably out, so I'm going Denver.
Yeah, I'm going Denver too. Chris, you got that out of your mouth yet?
Yeah, I like Denver.
Okay. All right.
I agree with Frankie. Houston has a good defense, but I don't think they're going to have enough offense.
Next game up, guys, is Chicago at Cincinnati. Oh man, does anybody know if the what's the name's going to start? The guy that damn, I'm having a brain fart. The quarterback that came over to Cincinnati played the last 2 or 3 games.
Last I heard, Flacco was still questionable. They didn't know if he was going to start or not.
He did come out and say that his shoulder does feel good, but like Chris said, it's a questionable thing. It's most likely going to be a game time decision. But DeAndre Swift is out for the Chicago Bears.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. So leave him on your starter, Tony.
I got to make a change. I was going to go with Cincinnati.
Bears are 2.5 point favorites on the road.
I was going to go with Cincinnati, but if Flacco played. So since I don't know if he's going to play, I'll go with Chicago. Jay?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Given the Cincinnati's defense and how bad it is, it's going to be a good game for Caleb Williams to look good. So, yeah, I mean, I know they don't have DeAndre Swift, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. So, and they have a great defense. So, I'm going to roll with Chicago on this.
Okay, Frankie?
Yeah, I'm going Chicago Bears on this one as well.
Big Glenn?
Chicago.
Chris?
I'm going with the Bengals.
That's where I was going to go, but if he don't play, there's no way. I don't even know who the quarterback would be. Would it be Browning again, I guess?
I would assume it'd be Browning, but I don't trust the Bears. I trust Jake Browning more than I trust the Bears. So
I'm not that bad.
I'm going with Cincy.
Okay, next up, Carolina at Green Bay. At Green Bay, I've got Green Bay all the way here. Unless the Carolina can go berserk running the football, and I don't think that's going to be enough. So I'm going to go with Green Bay. What about you, Frankie?
Sorry, I had something. I had something in my mouth. No. I like Green Bay in this one. Green Bay looks really good this year. They're the best team in the NFC right now.
Oh Lord!
But I wouldn't be surprised because Carolina does look good when Bryce Young is playing this year. He didn't play last week and they got dominated by the Bills. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say Green Bay this week. Close margin.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah, first I just got to tip my hat to Carolina. I mean, this team is a quiet 4-4, 500. I didn't see them.
Yeah, you should tip your hat. They kicked their ass.
I'm just hey. First of all, are you now jumping back onto the Dallas side? I just got to figure out what side of what version of Glenn I'm talking to.
You talking to Big
Glenn or Colt Glenn? Which
Cowboys
one?
Glenn right now? Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Got, that multiple personality stuff over there.
Yeah.
No. Hey, look, they did kick our ass, by the way. But no, they're 4-4. Carolina is quietly making themselves into a team. But it's not going to be enough to take out Green Bay, I don't believe, on this one. I think Green Bay is going to handle it. I don't know. It's Christian Watson. I know he's been on the IR for a little bit. I thought he was coming back this week, so I think he might be back in their lineup as well.
Christian Watson played last week. I don't know where you've been.
Did he play last? I didn't catch the game. That's what I was saying.
I was just about to say the same thing because I'm like, he just played.
No, I didn't see that game. So I'm sorry. I guess in my mind, I still had him on the IR. The only one I was really paying attention to, honestly, in that whole team was Kraft, because that tight end Kraft is just killing it right now. And I think seriously, I think it's like a huge secret weapon for them. So I am going to roll with Green Bay, and I think Kraft is going to have another big day. He had 2 touchdowns, like 143, I think it was last week. And I think he's going to replicate it again. If he's on your fantasy, he better be in your lineup, because that's a stud.
Big Glenn, your thoughts?
Green Bay.
Chris?
This game to me is interesting. I'm gonna go with the Packers, but the spread on this game is 13.5 points.
Jesus.
If Bryce Young plays for the Panthers, I would take the Panthers and the points.
Yes.
But I do think Green Bay wins this game since it's at home.
Okay. Next game up is New Orleans at the Rams. I'll take the Rams all day on this one. Jay?
Yeah, the fact that New Orleans doesn't even have a starting quarterback, they just got some scrubs filling in. That tells me everything I need to know. If you don't get a field general, you're screwed. So for that reason, yeah, I'm rolling the other way.
New Orleans starting that rookie, right?
Yeah, I think Show's getting the start. Is that how you say his name? Show? Yeah.
Okay. Chris, your thoughts?
I like the Rams here. They're 14.5 point favorites at home. But going against a rookie quarterback, which a lot of people thought this rookie should have started the season instead of Rattler. So I guess we'll get a chance to see if the coach made the right decision or not. But yeah, I like the Rams here.
Frankie?
Yeah, I want Rams.
Big Glenn?
Rams.
Okay, next up, guys, Jacksonville at the Raiders. I like Jacksonville. I think they'll run the football on the Raiders, so I'm going to go with Jacksonville. Chris?
Man, this is a tough one because the Jaguars are so fucking up and down.
Chris, before you pick, just a heads up, and I know Tony already picked, but no Travis Hunter in the next 4 weeks. They put him on IR.
Yeah, we reported that a little earlier, yep.
Where were you at, Frankie?
Obviously not on the show.
Well, that's something in your mouth.
I was busy eating something.
They have Jacksonville as 2.5 point favorites on the road, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jaguars because the Raiders have just not looked good at all. But it wouldn't surprise me if the Raiders found a way to win this game. But I'm gonna go with the Jaguars.
Okay, Frankie.
I want to go Jaguars, but like Chris said, it wouldn't surprise me if the Raiders win this one because I didn't think the Raiders were going to win last week, and they did. This one's kind of like I'm gonna go Jacksonville. I'm gonna be safe and go Jacksonville.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah, I want to see how Max Crosby does against that team. So I'm so big. I love Max Crosby. I really wish the Dallas Cowboys. That's besides the point. Everybody's healthy on their team. I'm actually gonna roll with the Raiders on this one. I'm gonna roll with the Raiders on this one.
All right, guys. Next game up is Kansas City at Buffalo.
Jacksonville was my pick, Tony. But yeah.
Did I forget you? I'm sorry. Sorry, Big Glenn. Sorry about that, buddy. Next up is Kansas City at Buffalo, and we'll go to Big Glenn first. That way I don't forget you.
What was the game again, Tony? Sorry about that.
Kansas City at Buffalo.
Oh shit, that's a good game. Damn, that's a good game. Buffalo. Give me Buffalo. I think Buffalo gonna do it.
Okay. I'm going with Kansas City. Frankie?
Yeah, man, I'm honestly really excited for this game. I wish this was a Sunday night game.
It should be.
I can't wait to watch this one. We have a history of Josh Allen always beating Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, but I just don't think it's that this time around. Buffalo's defense is really, trash to me. I feel like Buffalo's defense is not the same. So I'm going Kansas City on this one and give my boys a good, comfortable division lead.
Okay. Jay?
Yeah, I still think their defense is suspect in Buffalo. Like I said earlier in this show, the fact that New England has beaten Buffalo in Buffalo, and then when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, and if this had been a week before Rashee Rice came back, I would have said Buffalo. But Rashee Rice has really invigorated that offense and opened it up a lot more for everybody else. So for that reason, I'm going to go Chiefs.
Okay, and Chris?
I think I like the Bills here at home. Bills usually beat the Chiefs in the regular season, like Frankie said. Neither one of these teams have been very good this year against teams with a winning record. So that'll be interesting. Maybe the Bills might actually get their first win against a team with a record over 500. But yeah, I like the Bills in this game.
Okay. And our last game, guys, is a Sunday night game, Seattle at Washington. I'm going to go with Seattle in this one. Washington's been banged up and really been up and down this year, so I'll go with Seattle. Chris?
Oh, this is easy. Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Big Glenn?
Seattle.
And Frankie?
Yeah, I'm going Seattle as well. Don't you guys think it's kind of funny that one week Terry McLaurin is in, Jaden Daniels is out, Jaden Daniels comes back, and now Terry McLaurin is hurt again?
Yeah, he's
Is
back out
it
again.
more of a Terry McLaurin, like, fuck you, I don't want to play with you anymore?
You know what's crazy? Is this Seattle coach McDonald has only lost one road game since he became the Seattle coach.
That's crazy.
He's like 11-1 on the road, going back to last year and this year as his since he's been the Seattle coach.
That's cool.
That's
cool.
a pretty crazy record.
Yeah.
It
Well,
is.
Mike Vrabel's 5-0 on the road. All right. 5-0.
We don't give a shit about the Tennessee reject.
Damn.
Hey, when all your team does play last place teams, you want to get all excited. Yeah, Vrabel!
Don't get
Okay.
mad. Listen, just because my team is beating them and your team is losing to them, don't mean anything.
No, I'm just saying if you were going to yell a name, I'm surprised you said Vrabel. I would have said Josh McDaniel, but hey, whatever.
Okay. Jay, your thoughts
Josh
on this?
McDaniel is like one of the worst head coaches in the damn.
No. I agree. That's not the premise. I agree. Head coach. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we were
But-
talking to the head coaches. McDonald is 11-1 as a head coach on the road. What
Yep.
the hell? Why would you bring up an offensive coordinator?
No, I said Josh McDaniels. That's the resurgence. I talked about this with Frankie. I said Josh McDaniels is the biggest thing.
Vrabel's the reason for that turnaround, not Josh McDaniel.
You know what? That sounds like a debate for us.
Maybe a little bit of McDaniel.
Tony,
but
can we get that on the card, please? Tony, can we get that on the card? Me and Gonzo, we're going to talk this. No, that's actually a really good topic. We'll pick that back up in a different show. We have more time.
Okay, Jay. Seattle, Washington.
It is
Yeah.
Friday, and we do have an evening show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in after you trick or treating because you're gonna get a good debate tonight.
Shit.
Okay.
No, but I'm going with Seattle in that one as well.
Oh, Seattle.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, I hope you're feeling better, man, because I know you're going to get fired up for that one.
Well, hell, guys, only 3:14. Let's give them the 3:20. 6 minutes. Let's have it right now. Jay, give your points about Josh McDaniel and what you think he means to that New England team, and then we'll give you 2 minutes, and then we'll give Chris 2 minutes.
All right,
Jay,
Glenn, mute your mic. I'm gonna mute my mic. We're gonna let
Yep.
this happen.
Yeah. 2 minutes, go.
Go, Jay.
Yeah, I got 1 point only. Bringing in Vrabel open up the door to bring in McDaniels because McDaniels is a terrible head coach. I don't disagree that one bit. We all know he's an amazing offensive coordinator. And like I've told Frankie many a times, when you look at Josh McDaniels, he is the common denominator in all of their success, right? Go back to Belichick. Go back to when Brady first got picked up, right? And he got put into the starting role. Who was his coordinator? Josh McDaniels. Okay, let's fast forward. Then you get Mac Jones in there. Who was his coordinator? Josh McDaniels. What did he do? Well, he got Pro Bowl and the playoffs year one, and then they get rid of him and they go in the toilet with whatever they put in there in lieu of. Fast forward again, you get Drake May. Now, last year under Gerard Mayo, they were garbage. Drake May, I'm not saying Drake May was garbage, but the team was garbage. They were last place. You bring in Josh McDaniels, now all of a sudden that offense looks great. It's all according to Josh McDaniels. Every step of the way, he never gets talked about. And I told Frankie this. He's so underrated. Everybody's on the Belichick train and the Brady train, but everybody forgets the one common denominator was always with the quarterbacks with Josh McDaniels. And then you bring him in now, and look what the team is at. Look where New England is at now. Do you think New England would be where they are right now without Josh McDaniels? Do you really believe that? Just saying. That's the only question I got. And I'll see the floor to Tony. I'll put on myself on mute.
Okay, Chris.
You proved my point off the bat. They had to get Mike Vrabel before they could get McDaniels. McDaniels can't be the guy in charge. He can't install a culture. Drake May had a good year last year without Josh McDaniels. Does the offense look better this year? Yes, but guess what? That's because they got a new head coach, has a new culture, has a defense playing better, the offense playing better, has the building operating as a whole. Hell, we saw Mike Vrabel turn Ryan Tannehill into a Pro Bowl quarterback and took him to an AFC championship game. As a head coach, we haven't seen Josh McDaniels be able to take any quarterback. This guy is supposed to be so great on offense, couldn't do anything as a head coach and calling plays. He was still offensive coordinator as he was a head coach. So is he doing good as offense coordinator in New England? Yes. But he wouldn't even have that opportunity if it wasn't for Mike Vrabel.
Okay, I think that's fair both ways. Frankie, your opinion on what these two guys said. You're the New England guy. What do you think?
In my theory, I think they are both right. Honestly, realistically, I mean, Josh McDaniels as an offensive coordinator to me is a quarterback whisperer, but Chris also's got a point, right? Josh McDaniels wouldn't be there if the Patriots wouldn't have hired Mike Vrabel first. And Mike Vrabel as a head coach is the last, the guy that's going to say so, right? I feel like even if Josh McDaniels wasn't there, I feel like we would have still been okay because Drake May is a really good quarterback. He showed it last year with a bunch of scrubs. And then even if Josh McDaniels wasn't there, Mike Vrabel would have went out and still got Stephon Diggs and everybody else that he has gotten. I feel like that's more of the success that Drake May is having is the people that are around him, and that's because of Mike Vrabel. But I'm going to agree with both of them. I don't want to pick one side. I feel like they're both right. You got one guy who is focused on the whole team, and you got another guy who's focused on just the offense and the quarterback. They both have a good point. They really do.
Okay, I think it's fair. Real quick before we get out of here, guys, we got the Breeders' Cup horse racing. Biggest horse racing every year is the Breeders' Cup. I want to give a couple picks real quick. If you're gonna bet on that race, that'll be tomorrow night. The races they've already started the Breeders' Cup today and go for 2 days. But my pick for the main race, the Breeders' Cup Classic, is journalism. He's 5-1 odds. And if you wanted to put a horse with him and maybe I would do Forever Young, he's 7-2 odds. So there's my picks for the Breeders' Cup Classic that will be happening tomorrow night. I think it'll be around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I believe NBC and Peacock got that. I know that USA's got a lot of the stuff on Saturday and also today. I think they come out at 4. I'm gonna be watching a lot of the Breeders' Cup. I'm gonna be watching my Vegas Golden Knights here at 4 o'clock. They played. I don't know why they're playing at 4 o'clock today, but they're playing at 4, so I'm gonna watch them. A lot of good sports this weekend, guys. We got World Series football, college football. We got Saturday night's main event. We got all kinds of
Yes,
stuff going on.
I do got something to add on with you, Tony. But the Breeders' Cup, I'm pretty much taking whatever horse Bob Baffert's running. I haven't really looked into it too much yet, but that's pretty much who I take. Whatever horses that he's running this weekend, I would take. NASCAR. I got a parlay for NASCAR this weekend. Championship winners for the Truck Series it's a 3 championship parlay. Heim, Zilich, and Denny Hamlin.
Hey, I haven't been on here all week, so I didn't. I don't even think Dad knows this. I hit a nice parlay over the week last weekend.
Oh, did you? What was?
It was a touchdown scores. I had a 3 touchdown score parlay for a $10 bet, paid $400.
Oh, look at that! Now we know why you want to hear the whole week. You were out there at 400.
And
He made
then
me go out there and spend money.
and then after that I had a parlay. It was the spread for the Colts game. I think the Patriots. I don't know. It was I had 4 games, and my last game on that parlay was the Steelers and the Sunday night game. Steelers and Packers. I had the Steelers +3. Well, I watched that first half, and the Steelers were up 17-6 at halftime.
Yeah.
But the Steelers were lucky to be up 17-6 at halftime if you watched that game. So
Yep.
I was looking on my phone. They offered me it was going to pay $125. They were offering me $95 or $90 to cash out.
You should have taken that.
So I cashed out, And then the second half, the Packers killed the store, so I wouldn't have won nothing. So I end up getting $90 out of that because I cashed out at halftime. But yeah,
That's smart.
If Tyler Warren would have got 7 more yards receiving, I'd have won 250 on a Colts parlay.
Yeah, you guys are lucky that I'm even here because
I had a good weekend.
last Saturday, me and my wife was on the way back from Chicago, and we stopped at the Hard Rock Casino in Chicago, or Gary, actually, excuse me. And first machine she got on, she ended up hitting some free games, and she just missed by like one spot of hitting $110,000 jackpot. So if she'd have hit that $110,000 jackpot, I would not be on here ever again.
Yeah. To add to that, Tony, I was in a similar situation with that sports card break for the NBA Flawless. That somebody had Drew Curry in the free giveaway break for the Flawless. Well, that Curry triple patch came out of that card, and that went to the spot just before me. So I almost won $100,000 myself on I think it was Monday night. So
yeah, she had 2 spins left and 1 spot left. And if that some bitch would have hit, you guys would never see me again. $110,000.
Shit, you would have seen me at NXT probably at that in my case. So I don't know exactly where you guys are coming from.
Yeah. Chris would have seen me again. I'd have bought Chris a car, but then he may not see me after that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to wrap it up real quick. We're about that 1 hour and 21 mark. So if I'm
hey, you want to wrap it up? There you go. Wrap it up.
Oh shit!
Yeah, this dude talks all the time. We're trying to talk, and he's going to tell us we got to wrap it up.
Oh, yeah. Son of a bitch. Lord. You got wrapped up there.
Hey, what I found out with StreamYard is if you go basically if you get to 1 hour and 30, it has a hard time cutting the clips. So that's why I'm saying we're at the point for I do want to say, hey, if you want more of this conversation, this is a good way to segue to tonight's show with Gonzo.
Never lets anybody talk, so I say we got to wrap it up. Wow. My bad, Jay. Go ahead and wrap it up.
Again, hear more of this conversation on the nighttime show. It should be rather spicy, but
oh Lord.
It should be rather spicy. Tune in tonight. I am going to give Gonzo my rebuttal to his, and then we'll see how he responds to my rebuttal. If you want to hear more of that conversation, you want to see me and Gonzo have good words. He's my boy. But we always have a good time. Tune into the night show. It is at 9 o'clock East. Is it 9 o'clock Eastern? That's what we do, right? So, yeah, 9 o'clock Eastern, or 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central.
Hey, real quick. If you're in my area and you're watching this, stay the hell away from my house tonight. I got no candy in my house. Fuck
Turn your light off. Turn your light off.
Stay away.
Cowboys, Arizona. Did we miss that game? I'm gonna write Cowboys. I'll get my quick prediction. I do believe the Cowboys.
Oh shit, yeah.
No,
that's right.
I think that's Monday night.
Yeah, we did
Monday night.
That's Monday night game.
Yeah. There you go. See, I knew Jeff. Yeah,
hey,
Joe. We'll talk about that Monday afternoon. So come back Monday afternoon.
That's Monday night. We don't talk about that on Friday. We talk about that Monday night.
I didn't even realize. That's how off I am. I didn't realize Cowboys had the Monday game. So, but in any event, Joe, tune in Monday afternoon, and you'll find out what we think about that. But again, tune into the night show at 10 Eastern. 10 Eastern, 9 Central. We appreciate it. And make sure you give Gonzo's Sports Room a subscribe on his channel, as well as Elite Sports Entertainment Network on our YouTube channel. Those subscribes really, really do help us out a lot. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next go around.